The Chimera Ant King goes up against an unbeatable rival, and Morel puffs some smoke. It's my review of Hunter x Hunter, episode 103. So far, it seems that the Hunter x Hunter anime series can do no wrong. It does everything right. The build-up, the characters, the tension, and the action. This episode just happened to have all of that, and it also featured a really awesome side character, Morel, finally getting to showcase a little bit more of his powers, and how knowledgeable he really is. I love this character. In particular, I love his design as well. He kind of reminds me of Ozzy Osbourne, and it just makes it even funnier by the fact that one of his powers involves smoking. Essentially, he has this, like, giant hash pipe, and he's able to use it in a ton of different ways. And I love how in this episode, essentially, you get to see he's able to create these giant smoke clones. Essentially, they're like these smoke soldiers that kind of look like Arabic ninjas. It's the only way I can really describe it. All I know is he's having them go across the entire city and patrol everything. Eventually in the episode, Morel runs into the Chimera Ant Cheetu, who's that one half cheetah guy. And I've been waiting to see this guy fight for a long time, and I always thought that it was going to be Knuckle and Shoot who were going to be fighting against him, but it looks like it's going to be their Master Morel. And essentially we see he has this power where he can transport people to this weird pocket space of any place he wants, and apparently he takes them to this like African savanna, which is perfect because he's a cheetah. But still, it's not the biggest space in the world. It's actually only about the size of a baseball field, and that's because Morel goes through this huge explanation of how all of this seems to work. And apparently the only way he's going to be able to get out of here is if he beats the hell out of Cheetu. And it's made even more apparent by the fact that there's this like giant hourglass, and they have 8 hours to go through this whole process. And you'd think this is going to be like this big action scene, but it looks like Morel's just going to sort of kick back, have a smoke of his pipe, and take a big nap. It looks like this is going to be more a battle of the minds than anything. But still, I love the build-up to this, and I know that Morel has some sort of crazy trick up his sleeve. But the other part of this episode that was really good is we got to get into the head of the Ant King a little bit more. Now, he's a character that we're really saving, I can tell. You know, obviously, he's really powerful. I know he's going to have some crazy fights. But the development that he's getting right now is really interesting. Now, he's going up against that weird blind girl, and they're playing that game Gungi. And I don't really know what to make of the game. I don't know the rules, but apparently they go through it real quickly. And we get to see that, frankly, the Ant King sucks at this game. He just cannot beat this girl. One part of this episode that I thought was really strange and kind of creepy, whenever this girl is actually playing this game, she opens up her eyes. And it's really creepy looking, and I don't know what to make of it. And, you know, I think this might be tied to, like, some sort of special ability that she has. They're not telling us anything about this girl because she is like an expert at this game. Oh, and by the way, for the love of God, somebody get this girl a tissue! What's great about all of this is that the Chimera Ant King is sort of being knocked down a peg or two. You can actually see he's getting very visibly upset by the fact that he can't beat this girl. And still, it's pretty obvious by the ending of this actual anime series. You can see there's a lot of imagery of this girl hanging out with the Chimera Ant King. She's probably going to be very important to this story. And there's also a lot of really dark shit in this episode. Like, there's this scene where he actually tries to send her off to bed to get some rest so he can go up against this other guy in this other game. And this guy hung himself instead of having to go up against the Chimera Ant King. And just, that's really dark. This series just manages to do a lot of really freaky things. But still, that was mostly the end of the episode. There was a scene that was kind of funny that involved Knuckles, Shoot, Gon, and Melioron. You can see that he doesn't really trust Gon's friends very much, and I like the fact that he pointed out that Knuckle doesn't even look like he's from this time period, and it totally makes sense. He basically looks like a Japanese gangster from like the late 80s, early 90s, especially with the big pompadour, but that's kind of his thing. This episode was a really great build-up. There were a few action scenes, very minor, but they were still pretty cool. The animation was good. Everything was just really good this week. I have no complaints. You know, for me so far, Hunter x Hunter is a series that really can't do anything wrong. I've been really enjoying this adaptation, and just, you know, I haven't read the manga before. I've never read a single chapter of Hunter x Hunter, and maybe that's why I'm enjoying the anime so much, because I'm seeing it all fresh just every episode. So I cannot wait to see what's going to happen in the next one. From the preview, it looks like it's going to be more traditional action, which is definitely awesome, because I cannot wait to see Morel beat the crap out of this frickin' cheetah man. It's going to be awesome. So guys, that was my review of Hunter x Hunter 103. I thought it was a pretty fun episode with a lot of tense build-up. But how did you guys like this week's episode? Did you have any favorite moments? Are there any things you're looking forward to see in the future episodes? You can let me know with your comments below. Remember guys, before you leave, make sure and give this video a thumbs up. It is absolutely one of the best ways to support our videos. That, and you can check out some of the other videos that we got right up top, and even in our video catalog. We're really releasing like literally 7-8 videos a week now, so it's pretty crazy. So, I will see you next time, guys. Super Kami Guru 9000. out.